Hello and welcome inside the ACU TV studio for this week's Optimist Newscast. I'm Sydney Varner alongside Paige Taylor. The Wildcats just made history after the men's basketball team had a successful run in the NCAA March Madness tournament. The buzz on campus felt much different than it did in 2019 because, unlike the team's previous March Madness appearance, this time students knew there was a better chance the Wildcats would advance to the second round. Sororities and fraternities hosted a tailgate before the game, and students who attended the event received free t-shirts.
ECU did live up to the students' expectations and managed to pull off an upset Saturday, beating the University of Texas Longhorns 53-52 in a nail-biting final few seconds. Owen Simpson has more on the first round game.
If you haven't heard of the small school from West Texas, you probably have now, Abilene Christian. What was considered one of the worst Division II basketball schools in the country nearly a decade ago, fast forward to today, they get their first NCAA tournament win against the Texas Longhorns. The COVID-19 pandemic made the tournament a different experience than in years past, but it was still unique for players and fans. Wildcat spectators began arriving with a pre-game party in downtown Indianapolis shortly before the game. One of these fans being the university's president, Dr. Schubert.
First of all, we're so proud of Coach Golding, the staff, the guys, how hard they work all season to create this kind of opportunity. I watch them on campus, in the weight room, on the court, and it's just a constant determination. Commitment to excellence, discipline every single day. And so to be back here, this is not easy to do. And to have done it back-to-back years, even though we had last year off, says a ton about their work ethic, their discipline, and what this means for ACU is unparalleled.
While this may be an unusual postseason, President Schubert believes athletics has built a successful basketball program that will continue to succeed in the coming years. That was put on full display throughout the game against Texas. Neither team led by more than 9 as the Wildcats continued to respond with key tough takes inside. After a three-pointer from Andrew Jones with just 16 seconds left in the game, the Longhorns regained the lead. But a late foul from Texas put Joe Pleasant at the free throw line, draining the first and the second to put the Wildcats on top for the final time. Up next, ACU faces UCLA Monday in the round of 32. No doubt this will be uncharted territory for the Wildcats, but one thing is for sure, only 2 14 seeds have ever made it to the Sweet 16. We'll just have to wait and see if ACU continues its Cinderella run on Monday. For the ACU Optimist, I'm Owen Simpson.
Here on campus, students, faculty, and staff celebrated the big win for ACU at the Wildcat Stadium watch party. Emily Schaefer was there.
I wish everyone could experience the energy that is currently taking place tonight at Wildcat Stadium. I got to sit down with some fans tonight, as well as some people that made this whole thing possible. Take a look.
We really started meeting about the week before the last game, our senior night against Incarnate Ward, because we already knew that we had clinched a seat in the tournament, in the Southland Conference tournament, and we knew we were going to Katy. So those conversations kind of went hand in hand. Okay, here's what we're doing for Katy, and then here's what we're doing for a potential watch party. We were all trying to figure out what this was going to look like because we were doing a basketball watch party in a football stadium. And we had done watch parties here before, but nothing to this magnitude.
People are excited for the team, just the exposure. Nationally, nationwide for us is great for ACU. We have pulled so many campus partners into this to make tonight happen and to cheer on the team, and also just for the community of ACU, alumni, the community of Abilene. It's all just exciting, and also we get to come together in a big event that we haven't gotten to do in a long time, so we're excited about that.
It's been really cool to be a part of a university where we get to compete in, national competition with other really awesome schools throughout the country. And, as a freshman coming to college in a pandemic, it's been hard to find ways to engage in, large groups because, we can't do that. And this is something that's really been awesome.
That moment was so awesome, just capturing the moments of, glory at ACU, because this has been a long time coming. I feel like if you know anything about ACU, moving from Division II to Division I, Joe Golding's wanting this for a long time. And just being behind the scenes at ECTV to see those moments and capture this upset is just amazing, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity.
This was the most thrilling experience, and I lost my voice, obviously. I've been screaming the whole game. Defense, defense, defense all the way. And I just cannot wait to see where we go and how we go on to March Madness, because being a part of this historic event is once in a lifetime. And as a sophomore at ACU, having 2 more years here, I want to do this again because it's been the best experience, and I'm proud to be an ACU Wildcat.
As always, fans were so grateful that they got to come together and celebrate their team. Go Wildcats! Back to you guys in the studio.
The Wildcats were then set to face off against the UCLA Bruins Monday afternoon. Classes at the time were canceled and a watch party took place in the Abilene Convention Center. Students, faculty, and staff came dressed in purple and white with signs to show support for the team.
The Wildcats' March Madness run did end on Monday as they fell to the Bruins 47-67. Owen Simpson has a recap on Monday's game.
While it wasn't the outcome ACU was looking for, the Wildcats end their historic season in the second round of the NCAA tournament, falling to UCLA.
ACU fans continued to swarm the city of Indianapolis after a first-round upset against the Texas Longhorns. While the Wildcats ultimately lost Monday, they had more fans present in both tournament games than the opposing teams. The Wildcats started hot with a 12-8 lead early, but couldn't keep pace with the Bruins, who shot the ball at an efficient 47%. Turnovers were crucial in the Wildcats' win over the Longhorns, but UCLA protected the ball against ACU with just 8 turnovers. Mekhi Morris was a bright spot on an otherwise quiet offensive night, posting 14 points for the seniors' final game. ACU trailed by as many as 26, where the size difference at the guard position played a crucial role. On average, the Bruins stood 9 inches taller than the Wildcats in the backcourt. The Bruins advanced to the Sweet 16, winning 3 games in just 6 days. Meanwhile, the Wildcats cap off a historic season.
It's a brotherhood for the rest of our life. We're starting to build that at ACU over the last 5 or 6 years. When you get texts from former players, you got players showing up to Katy, you got players coming here to Indianapolis to support our team. We got guys coming back in the summer now and working out that are playing overseas. It's a family now. It's a brotherhood that will last the rest of their life. I told these guys about a month and a half ago, I didn't know, they taught me a lesson in coaching. I'm obviously a little still young in this profession and still learning, although I'm getting older. We had that special group that won 27 games a couple years ago that went to the NCAA tournament. I didn't know if I could ever love a group as much as I love that group. And I love this group just as much. They taught me that if you continue to build relationships with kids and you continue to coach them hard and love on them harder, that each journey, each season, man, you can have real relationships and real love. And they taught me that. I told them that a month ago, and I just told them that tonight, man. I love these guys. They've taken me on a heck of a journey this year. It's been incredible, and our staff is just so thankful.
ACU returned back home with thunderous applause early Tuesday morning, marking the end of the 2021 season.
It may be a little bit earlier than the players were hoping, but one thing is for sure. The players, coaches, and staff have put Abilene Christian on the mark for years to come. For the ACU Optimist, I'm Owen Simpson.
The team returned to Abilene from Indianapolis late Monday night, welcomed by a crowd of students cheering them on after the end to their historic season. That's all for this week's Optimist Newscast. Thanks for watching.